The next challenge is Neighborhood Watch Bypass, which is going to be a terminal with a privilege escalation 1 ability. And I intentionally didn't move my character because I want to show you one of the features of the interface, which was added last year, if I remember correctly. So after solving the previous challenge, it's all about defang. Now we are still in Ed's office and we need to go to Kyle at the old data center. So I could go and leave the office through the door, but there's also teleportation. So if you go to the map, you can jump to City Hall. Well, we only have these 2 locations now, but it's basically the fast travel system in the game. So places that you already visited, you can just go and easily teleport there, basically. You can see here some decorations, some objects. Make sure that you catch those gnomes. I think I still need a few. And other characters. Rick Chapman. I wonder if that's actually someone who's supposed to be there. I think he's also another Easter egg. Okay, so closing a deal. All right, interesting. So if a character does not stand next to some sort of object or task, then they're probably Easter eggs. I wanted to show you some of the additional Easter eggs. So we do have some of the geese from the Geese Island, and yeah, you can see that sometimes the rotation doesn't exactly render all the objects, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's a free game, so we do have, aside from the geese, however, a few other characters. Now I just realized that we do have here a nice happy snowman. More on that later. Let's try to catch some of the gnomes. And we also have, I think near the data center, we're heading towards the direction where we're supposed to, so don't worry, I'm not wasting your time here. This is Kyle near the data center, and the data center has fences all around. If you just want to go to the location where you have a door, for example, you can just click on the door and your character automatically will jump there. Now, some of the other Easter eggs are these puppies. So there's one here and there's another puppy here. I think they're also from a previous year, long time ago. Now, the other thing is you don't need to go near the characters to talk to them. You can just click on them when you have them on the screen. So I'm gonna just click on Kyle because otherwise I would need to go around the whole data center. The entrance is on the other side. So we can just click on Kyle. Gives us a few words about the objective, and going to the objective again, we can go for the hints. 1, 2 hints altogether. One hint is telling you about path hijacking, and the other one is about sudo, and it's a really powerful tool, allows you to run executables as root, and there's also a handy switch to tell you what powers you have. The neighborhood fire alarm system is now sort of compromised and we no longer have access to it. The task in this challenge is to regain access. So let me just go to my notes and show you 2-ish kind of ways. There are multiple ways to solve this challenge, so there's not just these 2, but you want to first of all get a better idea on what's going on. What are you located? We have this Chi user here, and you probably want to list out files and directories in the folder. You see a bin folder. That sounds interesting. Let's go in there and explore what's inside, and we can see that there's the run to answer, which has a link to the etc file alarm restore file alarm. And if you read the instructions carefully, that's exactly the binary that we need to invoke here. So that is actually pretty good news. The next thing you also want to do is figure out your sudo power. So sudo has the -ll, which gives you, well, there's sudo -l, and then there's also -ll, which will give you the most detailed description of your, well, sudo powers. What are you allowed to do with your user? And this user has the ability to run the user local bin system status.sh shell script. So I'm going to copy this and let's peek inside the script itself, and also let's look at the permissions on that script. So we can see here that this script is owned by root. So when we are using sudo to execute this command, we're going to execute the script as root. And you can also see that we have the script invoking binaries without the full path. So it's invoking free and df and w without defining also ps, without defining the full path. This is dangerous because it allows us to do some hijacking. And in the, I think, sudo command output, we also had, let me just get this one again. We also had our users folder here, the home folder of the user with the bin directory. So this is important because this allows us then to place a script in this bin folder. It's going to be in the path, and when someone executes this script from the bin folder, which is I believe we are the owner of this. Yes, we're the owner, so we can create files here. They're going to look in this path first. So locally, if there are any executables, and this is how we can do, for example, path hijacking. That's just one of the ways. So to exploit this, what I created was the shortest possible file name, W, so just one single character. And inside, I'm just going to paste in two things, the bash shell bang. This is not necessary, but just to be prudent, I included. And then we can just directly call the restore fire alarm. I'm going to save this, and I need to make this one executable. All right, so once again, W in this path, when I'm just calling it as W, is going to be the actual script that we created. And the last thing that I need to do is invoke this restore file alarm script as root. So sorry, not this one, the vulnerable script as root. So using sudo, and what will happen is we're going to execute this script here with root privileges, but we're going to hijack the W command. And instead of the W command, which just lists out the currently logged in users, if I remember correctly. Yeah, well, we have a permission denied on that one, but so instead of running the actual command, it's going to execute our script, which will then invoke as root this file here. And I don't know if it checked it already, but yeah, so this is something that is not accessible for us because of the whole idea of the challenge, but just, you know, to double check, paste, permission denied. Okay, so we're not going to be able to call this one. Okay, for the last time, I'm going to paste in the actual command to do the exploitation. So once again, the script is something that we can run as root using sudo. We saw it from the sudo ll output. And we're going to do hijacking of the W name with our script. And this will invoke this script that is only executable by the root of the system. And when we hit enter, this executes the script for us. And we have the achievement unlocked, basically. We completed the objective. So that is one possible way of doing it. Now you might be asking, is there an alternate way? Can we, for example, get root privileges? Yes. So very similarly to the previous one, an alternative approach could be to, in the W script, for example, instead of directly invoking this the script or executable, we just do a bin bash instead. So that means that when I am executing the system status sh, it's going to run a bash shell for me as root, as you can see. And after that, we can go and invoke the command. So that is one possible alternative way, for example, to do this. And there's probably dozens of others. You can also just redefine the path, but since we already had the bin folder in the path, in the secure path, I think this is the easiest way to do that path hijacking approach. At a later challenge, we're going to see a different spin on the path hijacking, but we can redefine the path, but that is for another time. We're going to continue on solving the Act 1 challenges in the next video.